Hello everyone, welcome back to the Amber Serpent. My name is Gulveg. So it is been like a couple of weeks now that we've been in 2018. I hope that it is going well for you. So let's take a look and see what the next week has in store for us, shall we? All right, so for those of you who are new to the process, we always set the intention that we will be granted the message that is going to serve our best and highest good for the next week. And we blow that into the runes. All right. All right, so rune number 1. Number 2. Number 3. All right, so go ahead and prioritize which runes speak to you the most. So the runes that speak to you the most as far as like which ones are most potent for you for the next week may not be in the sequential order here. There may be one or two who that are you feel that are more potent than the other one or than the others. So I'll let you take a closer look at the bloodstones here. They're all the same stone. Like I said, they're bloodstones, but they all look very different, and sometimes this makes a difference on how people pick which ones are most important for them. So go ahead and make your choice mentally, and then let's take a look here. Number 1, we have Dagaz, the rune of day, the rune of enlightenment, and then we have Canas. Can be seen as the rune of cycles, harvest, very similar to that of like yin and yang. And Fehu, sign of mobile wealth, luck, and cattle. So the way that these are speaking to one another here is, so we have the rune of day, the rune of enlightenment. And all of this here, by the way, connected, this is all like really good stuff. We've had a lot of like, in 2017, towards the end of it, we had a lot of kind of sticky kind of rune readings where there were some challenges that folks were working through. And this right here is a lot more easy breezy. So we have the rune of enlightenment, the rune of day. If for some of you who are familiar with tarot, a lot of the way that you can think of this is very much akin to like the sun card in the tarot deck. So it's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's the aha moment. It's the it's new awareness. It's heightened perspective. And, this heightened perspective is coming as a result of, this is where you're at in your cycle. So it's kind of, in my opinion, this is hard earned. This is where 2017 and all of those, the lesson, hard knock lessons, the school of hard knocks. This is where it's kind of gotten us. So 2018 is bringing us this whole fresh new cycle where we have a new opportunity to approach luck, to approach wealth and prosperity of all kinds from a new perspective. From perhaps we have another opportunity now to be able to attract prosperity, maybe using a different method, a different mentality, a different feeling perhaps around what prosperity is. This might be for some of us not just a different method and a different way of being, but also it could be like a whole nother mindset. Maybe prosperity in this year doesn't mean what it meant last year. And it also has to do with balance. So it very much, this new perspective very much is tied to balancing the yin and the yang in our own lives, the feminine, the masculine, the solar, the lunar kind of energies. How much are you allowing yourself to rest versus being quote unquote productive? It's very known, clinically proven actually, that when folks give themselves enough time to be able to rest, they actually can be more productive in the hours in which they are working. So this is also calling us to be able to use our perspective on what balance means in our own life in order to attain prosperity. We have a special guest here. Little girl is here. Come here, baby. Come here. No? It's on your own terms, I know. It's okay. I get the cat language. And Fehu is just, it's a good one. It's luck, it's prosperity. It usually has to do with money, but it could mean a lot of other things too. And it's in what prosperity means to you. That may be what Jera is trying to ask. What is that balance for you? And make sure that whatever decisions you're making in order to be able to create that balance and usher in this new wealth, this new prosperity, is coming from an enlightened mindset. Most of us have probably gone through, a lot of us, I know, from emails that I've gotten, from messages that I've received, have gone through the ringer in 2016 and 17. And if you haven't, that's great. Everybody's cycle is different, but a lot of people have dealt with a lot of challenges over the last 2 years. So make sure that you're drawing from your experience and that we are really utilizing the lessons that we have learned over last year, and I would say even the year before, because the astrological cycles that we're in actually started quite a while ago. And utilizing those lessons that you have attained through the School of Hard Knocks in order to be able to create a whole nother way of being, a whole nother cycle, a whole another way of attracting wealth, working smarter, not harder, right? So that is really what this week is all about, is really taking the high road and taking kind of the bird's eye view. And that might mean that you might have to just stop for a little bit. It might mean that you have to slow your roll a little bit in order to be able to attain more of this balance and to utilize the time that you have in being productive to its greatest efficiency and capacity by taking the time to rest when your body, your mind, and you emotionally need to rest. And then that will allow us to attain all the good stuff a lot easier. So this is a really good one this week. I'm feeling really good about this personally. I look forward to seeing you back here again on next Wednesday for our Rune Reading Wednesday next week. This Sunday, I am from noon to 5. I'm going to be at Fantasia Crystals in Phoenix, Arizona, providing in-person rune readings for individuals. So if that's something that you're interested in and you're in the Phoenix area, go ahead and give them a call and reserve your spot, and I'll be glad to offer any kind of individual insight that the runes might have to lend. Have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you back here next Wednesday. Thanks. Bye-bye.